Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Acara kami menyediakan banyak bahasa. Silakan lihat suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Unfortunately, kosher doesn't mean that there was no animal cruelty. The other way around.
Please continue watching to find out more.
Bon dia means hello in Papiamento, one of the official languages of Aruba. Kind viewers, I'm Xander. The warm people of Aruba wish that you always bask in God's blessings.
Warning: you might find the content herein disturbing, but the truth must be revealed.
Welcome to our program, Ronen Bar, Vegan, Bringing Animal Suffering to Light, Part 3 of 3. This three-part show features an interview with the brave Israeli journalist and vegan animal advocate Ronen Bar and shares the story of his mission to highlight the immense suffering endured by animals killed for food. Ronen's worldwide investigations have revealed the truth of the animals' extreme anguish in slaughterhouses and elsewhere to the public. His work has led to wide-scale public debates, class action lawsuits, criminal prosecutions, and new legislation. He is the CEO and founder of Sentient, an international investigative non-profit group working on the behalf of animals being abused by the food industry and others, and the board chairperson for the Modern Agriculture Foundation, an entity that promotes alternative proteins. Today we hear Ronen speak about kosher foods as well as cultured meat. Kosher means that a product has been certified to meet Jewish dietary laws. Both animal products and animal-free foods can be kosher. Some may be under the mistaken impression that kosher slaughter of animals is humane. We asked Mr. Bar to discuss kosher meat.
Unfortunately, kosher doesn't mean that there was no animal cruelty. The other way around. All the kosher meat sold in Israel is entangled, is connected to animal cruelty. I worked at slaughterhouses and I send investigators to abattoirs and places with the highest kosher certificates in Israel. And at the end, it's a very poor and very corrupted industry. Other activists and myself did an undercover investigation in a very big meat brand in Israel who slaughters a lot of chickens. And there were issues with the kosher slaughter there, issues that raise questions. The only kosher from a moral perspective is, of course, plant-based food.
The category of alternative proteins include plant meat and cell-based or cultivated meat. The market segment is very hot, with names like Beyond Meat, Impossible Foods, Memphis Meats, and Mosa Meat in the news. Ronen Bar is very excited about the possibilities for this growing area of cruelty-free food.
One of the things that a lot of very good activists are promoting, including myself, is technology like cultured meat, plant-based meats, etc. I think technology has the potential, also in other aspects, not just food, to really, really help human beings. And when I look on all of this endeavor to help animals, I see two main aspects. The first one is raising consciousness, which will make people give up some of their comfort in order not to hurt animals. So raising consciousness is very important. The other one is technology, and technology will make it much easier for people not to hurt animals. So you don't have to give up so much or change so much in order for you not to hurt animals. And these two efforts are coming and helping each other and feeding each other. So the more technology we have, the less people need to put effort not to hurt them. And the bigger the consciousness is, the more effort they're willing to put in order to help animals and not hurt them. So these two things, I think, together can really make a very, very significant change. So I think if we will work hard, we can change the trend towards compassion. That is definitely possible.
Let's take a moment for a constructive message. We will be right back. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program, Ronen Bar Vegan, Bringing Animal Suffering to Light, Part 3 of 3. The Modern Agriculture Foundation is seeking technological solutions to end the killing and abuse of animals. Its vision statement reads, "The Modern Agriculture Foundation, MAF, envisions a food system in which healthy, sustainable and affordable food is produced without harming animals or the environment."
I'm the chairperson of the board at the Modern Agriculture Foundation. It's a non-profit focused on promoting alternative proteins, which means that we don't do the R&D, the scientific work ourselves. Our job is to make sure others will do it. So we reach out to scientists, to entrepreneurs, to companies, to big food companies, to investors, everybody in the space that can enlarge the effort to make cell-based meat and make plant-based meat commercially viable and cheap and tasteful as fast as possible. So that's our role. For instance, we help the formation of a clean meat company in Israel. Actually, 3 of the co-founders of the Modern Agriculture Foundation formed Supermeat, which was the second clean meat company in the world. We held a big conference, international conference in Israel at the Technion with scientists and companies from all over the world. So our job is to promote the space, to make sure that more scientists, more investors, more people are in it, and also to try to enlarge, try to better the information sharing in the space. But as a non-profit, we need to try to make information as open as possible. So that's another important goal that we have.
We asked Ronen to compare and contrast the kinds of alternative protein being developed and how they differ.
Some are using more natural resources, some are using less. I have to say that from an ethical standpoint, the best thing is just to eat the plain soy and legumes and cereals. The effort to make and the cell-based meats, the mimic of the animal protein meats, consume more resources from the environment. Nevertheless, they're still very good compared to animal-based products. Very, very good. So of course, it changes. I think a lot of people tend to look at the mileage. They call it like food mileage, how many kilometers the food was shipped until it reached their plate. But actually that factor is not so significant. Actually, it's not significant at all. Even sometimes it's better to grow food somewhere far where the conditions are better and it's easier. You don't need so much, let's say, water because it's cooler there. But of course, if we're talking about taste-wise, there are a lot of differences between these products. Some of them are very good at mimicking meat. Some of them are not like meat at all. They're just like vegan patties, which is also very good. There's a large divergence between the products, but from an ethical standpoint, I think all of them are really in a totally different category than meat, of course. Because they're more environmentally friendly, or you can say less contributing to animal genocide, and because they don't hurt any animals directly like factory farming is doing.
We appreciate Mr. Bar for what he is doing for the voiceless animals and how he is promoting veganism and compassion to help bring an end to animal confinement and suffering in livestock factories. May animal liberation come soon so that our co-inhabitants may live in peace. For more information about Ronen Bar, please visit sentientworld.org and facebook.com/sentientforall. Friendly viewers, it has been a pleasure to have you with us today. Coming up next is Supreme Master Ching Hai's intensive meditation is Safeguarding the World, Part 2 of 5, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May God's grace be upon all inhabitants of our planet.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.